She noticed the umbrella was gone only when the rain started falling harder. Not a soft drizzle, but the kind that soaks through coats in minutes and turns streets into mirrors. She stood under the awning of a closed shop, annoyed more at herself than the weather. The umbrella had been with her for years, slightly bent, black fabric faded at the edges. It wasn't special, but it was familiar. Losing it felt like misplacing something small but personal. She retraced her steps in her head. The cafe, the bus stop, the park shortcut she took when she was late. None of it helped. Rain kept falling, impatient, uninterested in her frustration. Finally, she stepped out and walked anyway, letting herself get wet, deciding it wasn't worth standing still over something replaceable. By the time she reached home, she was soaked, tired, and strangely sad about something so insignificant. The next morning, the rain stopped. Sunlight came through the window like nothing had happened. On her way to work, she passed the same park and noticed something leaning against a bench. Her umbrella. She recognized it instantly by the crooked handle. Someone had placed it carefully, not tossed it aside, not taken it home. It was waiting. She stood there longer than necessary, surprised by the quiet relief that washed over her. Picking it up felt oddly reassuring, like being reminded that small things can return when you least expect them to. All day, that feeling stayed with her. It wasn't really about the umbrella. It was about the pause it created, the reminder to slow down, to notice, to trust that not everything lost is gone forever. That evening, as she walked home under a clear sky, she carried the umbrella anyway. Not because she needed it, but because it felt earned. Sometimes, she thought, life gives things back not because you searched harder, but because you kept moving forward instead of waiting in the rain. In the days that followed, she started noticing other small things she usually ignored. The way the city sounded different after rain, softer, almost thoughtful. The way people slowed down when the sun came out, as if they didn't fully trust the good weather yet. Carrying the umbrella became a quiet habit, even on clear days. It felt like a reminder, not of the rain, but of patience, of letting moments pass without forcing meaning onto them. One evening, she sat on the same park bench where she had found it, watching people walk by. A man stopped nearby, glanced at the umbrella resting beside her, and smiled. He said he remembered seeing it there the day before, wondered if its owner would come back. She laughed and told him the owner had been late, but grateful. The conversation didn't last long, but it stayed with her. The idea that strangers notice more than we think. That small acts, leaving something behind instead of taking it, can matter quietly. Over time, the umbrella stopped being just an object. It became a symbol of something she hadn't realized she needed, reassurance without explanation. Not every loss needs a lesson. Not every return needs a reason. Some things simply come back to remind you that the world isn't always rushing past you. Sometimes it waits. And when the next storm arrived weeks later, she opened the umbrella without hesitation, walking forward calmly as rain drummed above her. She didn't rush. She didn't hide. She moved through it, knowing that even if she lost it again someday, she'd learned something important. That standing still isn't always the answer, and that gentle moments have a way of finding you when you keep going.